how you met Feeny.
Alright, how Dahlia met Feeny. I first met my darling Feeny 8 months ago. I hate her voice. It's like we were destined to meet in this very courthouse's basement reading room.
Because she was planning it.
Why is everything in the basement? The reading room is in the basement. The cafeteria is in the basement. I'm sure their employee lounge is in the basement.
Well, obviously it's because the court is on the surface.
The judge's office is in the basement. The moment our eyes met, my heart skipped a beat. Why is this music so weird for this scene? It seems too upbeat for something like this. We've been going out ever since that fateful day. Oh my god, I have to say this shit. We're so lovey-wovey, we literally make people sick. It's just jealousy, I think.
It's actually Phoenix. It's Phoenix yelling that.
I know. I'm not yelling it, but I can't do a lovey-wovey voice. And having to change from Dahlia to Phoenix is such weird.
Mr. Wright, do that again and you'll be held in contempt of court.
And now we enter the final act of our little drama.
As we used to say in the days of my youth, go get him.
Grossberg. Months ago.
So until that time, you had been dating Dog Swallow.
Yes, I'm a real fool, I know. Letting my emotions change so quickly. I'm ashamed of myself.
Oh no, not at all. Look at me, I'm infamous for changing my mind.
Can we get a new judge? Why do you still be a judge even in 5 years if this is what you're infamous for?
I know, right?
My critics have been taken to calling me Judge Fickle.
Oh my god, he actually has a nickname, Judge Fickle.
I just call him an idiot.
Maybe you should look for a different line of work.
Oh my god, I just noticed something. On Discord, when I'm in-game, it's a little Phoenix Wright sprite as the icon.
Oh, that's actually really cool.
I've never noticed that.
Despite that, however, he always hands down the correct verdicts.
Really?
How do you know it's the correct verdict?
That's why some people also call him the Great Judge Eugenie.
Oh my god. It's like we were destined to be in this very courthouse's basement's reading room. Why did you very specifically specify that? That's just weird.
Very specific. The courthouse's reading room. That's a strange place to meet the love of your life.
That's not true, Madam Faye. After all, Feeny was not only an art student, but he was also planning on becoming a lawyer.
On the side.
Then why was he an art?
Because perhaps he thought he was an artist. I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about you, Miss Hawthorne. What was a literature student like you doing in a courthouse reading room?
What was a book nerd doing in a place full of a lot of courthouse books?
Well, isn't it documents?
I mean, yes, it's courthouse-related things, but still. Maybe it was for a project.
Could be.
This line of questioning is a waste of time. It has nothing to do with our murder case.
I mean, how she met Feeny has nothing to do with this murder case.
Miss Faye, I'm warning you. If this has nothing to do with Mrs. Swallows' case.
I have to remember the judge is on Dahlia's side. Better tread carefully. I say we keep pressing. Your Honor, if you allow me to some latitude, I think I can establish relevance. Please ask her to continue on with her testimony.
Very well. Young lady, I've got a simple question for you. What were you doing downstairs in the courthouse reading room?
If it pleases your honor, the answer is simply this. I had come to this courthouse to do some research for a paper I was writing.
No, you
research
weren't.
project.
You are lying.
Shut up. I'm on the redhead side.
You were writing a paper. On what?
On the relationship between modern Senryu poetry and the criminal underworld.
That is very specific.
That's a very weird kind of connection.
Oh, that sounds like a fascinating research idea.
I mean, I'll admit, I'm interested in that too.
Well, it's because, the Yakuza. I imagine the idea is the Yakuza uses poetry.
Yeah. Am I getting old? Now I've even forgotten what I've forgotten. Wait, that's a Neville Longbottom thing for those last two. How dare you copy Neville Longbottom, Dahlia Hawthorne?
Again with the midlife crisis stuff?
Yeah, why did that girl really come to this courthouse? Isn't that what you wanted to know? And speaking of forgetting things, you haven't forgotten the police report, have you?
We have a police report?
Yeah, we have.
I went through a lot of trouble to get it, my dear. So be sure to read it carefully.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Use this on that part.
Yeah, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, please. I think we can... Do we even have to do the rest of these?
We don't have to. We could for fun, but I really don't want to do her voice anymore.
I guess let's present the police report.
I came to this courthouse to do some research. Suspect, Dahlia Hawthorne.
And she was being interrogated, interviewed, actually.
Interviewing, yeah. And remember, Diego was drinking coffee.
Yep.
No particular reason for you to remember that, but coffee!
Miss Hawthorne, you went here because of your research paper, were you? Didn't you actually come here for a much more important reason?
What is the meaning of that cocky smile on your face, Miss Faye?
That's just her natural face.
8 months ago, right here in this very courthouse, there was another tragedy.
I can't get over her hair. She changed her hairstyle, right?
Yeah, she did.
She got older? I just don't recall it covering part of her face like that.
Not a tragedy? You mean the incident in which an attorney was poisoned?
The name of the suspect in that incident is listed here in this report. And that name is Dahlia Hawthorne.
What? Dahlia Hawthorne?
Yes, the sweetie pie of everyone's eye, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne.
I'm trying to remember if we had another suspect that was super well loved.
She was the prime suspect in a criminal case just 8 months ago.
Order! Unbelievable. It's true then. An obvious rose can hide the cruelest fawn. Miss Faye, that's not fair. You can't slander my witness with an unrelated case. I, Winston Payne, will not allow it.
Mr. Prosecutor, I believe I was speaking.
Pardon me. Go right ahead.
It's true that about 8 months ago, the police expressed some interest in me.
Express some interest, huh?
Mr. Judge, sir, I know I'm under oath, so I'll tell you the absolute truth. Yeah, like being under oath affects any of these witnesses.
Oh yeah, I know, right?
Unless your name is Larry Butts, then it affects you. And even then, he's just an idiot, so...
Very true.
I did not commit the crime that occurred during that incident 8 months ago. Oh, well, she's free to go. She's under oath. You can't lie. It is physically impossible.
I don't see anything wrong with this. Yeah, she's under oath.
I see.
Okay, I've tied 2 crimes together. Now I just got to stay on the offensive.
Well done, me. Oh, you really lit a fire in my heart and my buttocks.
Stop it!
I can hardly tell which is more inflamed. My spirit or my hemorrhoids.
Stop it! I'm gonna kill him. The poisoning. Oh no, not the poisoning. I met the lawyer who was poisoned to discuss something in the cafeteria that day.
Okay.
I left my seat for just a moment, and that's when it happened. From what I heard, it was a liquid poison that's lethal at just 2 teaspoons. I'm very well known on poisons, actually.
That is very precise.
I read a lot about them in my poetry.
Uh-huh.
Not only that, I heard it was a very special kind of poison.
Uh-huh.
The kind that is you only learn about when you learn Senyu poetry.
Yeah, totally.
So you see, I'm innocent. I wouldn't even know where to get a poison like that.
But
I do know a lot about it.
Yeah, you do.
Shut up, Mia, you bitch.
So that's what happened here 8 months ago. However, as you've heard from the witness's testimonies, he had nothing to do with it.
Yeah, she's under oath, so she cannot lie.
I know, right? Like, this under oath thing is like such a good trick, you know, right?
I think the defense is just about out of tricks.
Man, if only we had people under oath that never, ever could lie. If only that was the case.
Yeah.
You could just put anyone under oath and force them to tell the truth.
Like, could you imagine you could just put someone under oath and they could not lie?
It would be amazing.
I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Payne, but I'm afraid the defense has many more tricks up its sleeve today. And I'll be sure to show them to you before the end of this cross-examination.
Man, think of all the tricks she can fill. She only took the tricks out of her first sleeve. Now she has her second sleeve.
Oh, yeah, she's a magician.
She is. She can bring the dead back temporarily. A real magic trick right there.
What the? Why does the defense suddenly feel stronger?
Because it's been buffed by this field card. I don't know. I don't know what field card raises a monster's defense. It's been so long since I played Yu-Gi-Oh!
I have not played in ages.
Mia, you're glowing with the true lawyer's aura, my dear. A proud posture and a self-confidence absolutely smashing.
Back to the poisoning.
I want to know more about these poisons.
At the lawyer who was poisoned discussed something in the cafeteria that day.
What were you talking about with the defense attorney?
Well, I'm sorry, but that's confidential.
According to the report, you were being interviewed regarding another case.
The lawyer that was killed. He said he wanted to talk about an incident I was caught up in when I was younger.
Uh-huh. Why don't you tell us all what that incident was?
That has absolutely nothing to do at all with this case. Objection is sustained. The defense's question is stricken from the record.
You get involved in a lot of incidents, don't you, Miss Hawthorne?
Well, I guess I was just going under a bad sign. Don't worry, Dolly. I'll protect you.
Oh my god. You heard the man. Now that is true love, young lady.
Oh, Feeny, please.
Those two really are making me ill, although for the slightly different reasons.
Mia, you're just anti-love. And it's because your boyfriend's dead.
Yeah.
Probably by the redhead, actually. I left my seat for a moment, and that's when it happened.
How long were you gone?
I've already answered all these questions for the police. But if you must know, maybe 10 or 20 minutes? Wow, you left your seat for quite a while there.
Yeah. And where were you doing the stretch of time? Using the toilet?
What are you saying, Miss Faye? Toilet? My perfect little Dolly doesn't poop.
Oh my god, Phoenix.
Saying?
Phoenix.
This case is just getting weirder and weirder.
I blame Phoenix.
Where'd all these ass jokes come from? All of a sudden.
I don't know.
Grossberg and his buttocks, Phoenix, and saying Dolly doesn't poop. What the hell is happening with this game?
You're the defendant. Miss Faye, better luck next time.
And then the judge is just an idiot. He needs to pull his ass out of his head. Or the head out of his ass, or whatever. Oh, Feeny, please. Why does she keep saying that?
The police have already looked into this whole matter. This line of questioning is nothing but a waste of the court's time. Objection sustained. Miss Hoffman, please continue with your testimony.
From what I heard, it was liquid poison that was lethal at just 2 teaspoons.
That is very specific. About how much liquid is 2 teaspoons?
Well, let me see. A bottle of eye drops says it's 1 to 1 ounce, which is equal to 3 teaspoons.
Yeah, it's these situations where the American system is really terrible.
Yeah, I don't understand any of these.
I don't either. But apparently a half of a fluid ounce is 3 teaspoons.
Yeah, interesting to know. So that's
I don't know what half of a fluid ounce is.
But that's a lot of stuff you need to put in your eyes, Judge. Holy shit.
So it's about 2/3 of that amount. Ah.
The poison was found in the lawyer's mug of coffee. It must have been after I left the table. Someone must have quietly slipped it in there.
Aha.
Not only that, I heard it was a very special kind of poison. You hear a lot.
A special kind of poison. How so?
Well, I hear it's anthrax.
Oh my god, it was anthrax. Holy shit.
I honestly have no idea.
Anthrax takes a lot longer to kill you, but it's a lot more painful.
Yeah, I don't know what's a quick-acting poison that kills in small amounts, so...
What's it called? Cyanide.
Oh.
But here's what cyanide does. Cyanide prevents your blood from carrying oxygen, which is why it kills you almost instantly.
Huh. But is it almost impossible to detect?
No, cyanide is very easy to detect.
Okay, so she did not... I mean, this other person did not put cyanide into his coffee.
Yeah.
Good. Well, I heard that it's almost impossible to detect.
Oh, and where would something like that come from? The Yakuza.
I'm sorry. All I know is what I overheard the policeman saying. They said something about using advanced chemical process to purify it.
Oh, the pharmacology. The pharmacology. They have the machines.
Chemical processes? Well, that's quite impressive. Most impressive.
Stop being impressed about murder, Your Honor.
Better question is, how did the criminal get something like that? Pharmacology.
Yeah. So you see, I'm innocent. I wouldn't even know where to get a poison like that. Well, that's a lie.
Yeah, that's a lie.
That's the reason they didn't arrest you, because no one could show how you could have gotten the poison.
I think that's a good enough reason, Madam Faye.
He's right, and I think we've all had enough of Mrs. Faye's questions. For instance, the main reason Miss Hoffman was never arrested for this crime was because no one could show how she could have obtained the poison.
And all we had to do is find a way to establish as you've forgotten some, right? Great. But just how did a lit?
It's short for literature.
Oh, did a lit student? Oh, I never even put that together. I'm stupid. How did a lit student get a hold of poison of all things? Her boyfriend.
Well, she's very bright. Either that, one of those two.
Her boyfriend. She got it through Doc Swallow, who's a pharmacologist, and also one who is apparently very good at what he did.
So is this where we present? Is there anything that says he's her old boyfriend?
I think it's this we present. Unless there's something here that says anything about the pharmacology department. I don't think there is.
No, but I think it would be this.
Yes, it is. You wouldn't know how to get that kind of poison. I don't believe you.
We need a game theory. How did Dahlia Hawthorne poison Diego Armando?
Through Dog Swallow.
What?
In fact, you had an easy access to that kind of poison, didn't you?
Actually, I'm curious what the poison is. I might actually Google that.
It might just be made up. At your boyfriend's lab.
Okay, look, I'm sure there's a kind of poison out there that is tough to detect and that works relatively quickly.
Oh yeah, that probably is. Boyfriend? You mean the victim, Doc Swallow?
That's right. Up until 8 months ago, Miss Hoffman was dating Mr. Swallow. And if you recall, Mr. Swallow was a pharmacology student at Ivy University.
Hey, you're getting better with that word.
Yeah, and he would know how to make it.
Pharmacology?
His laboratory contained highly advanced chemistry equipment. In fact, without such equipment, the culprit could have never obtained such a rare and special poison. Well, Miss Hoffman, it seems you had access to such a poison after all. And then, it was a matter of slipping it into the victim's coffee when he wasn't looking. The only person who could have done that was the one sitting at his very table. You.
No!
Order. Could it be?
That no may have been cut off just because of how much louder it was.
And if that's nothing but a basis accusation.
May I say something, Madam Faye?
What is it, Miss Hoffman?
The amount of poison in the coffee was 2 teaspoons, correct? In order to carry that much liquid, you would need some kind of container.
Well, yes, that's true.
I was searched immediately after the incident took place.
Quite true. In fact, the entire courthouse was turned upside down.
But they didn't find a suspicious container anywhere, did they?
She's right. They even mentioned that in the report. Well, you could have easily gotten rid of something that small.
Excuse me, madam? But this is a court of law. If you're saying I threw the poison container away, I think you need to show some kind of proof.
Proof? She got me good with that one.
Provide me some evidence, or I'll have to disallow this line of questioning, Miss Faye. Unless we can come up with some evidence, we're going to lose this lead.
The police conducted a full body search of Dahlia and of the entire courthouse. And yet the container holding the poison disappeared right after the crime occurred.
You're going to accuse the young lady of committing the murder? Then where's the container the poison was carried in? What happened to it?
It's the necklace.
It's the Cold Killer X, Your Honor.
Like, it's obviously the necklace, because it says a bottle.
Is that really 2 teaspoons?
Apparently.
That seems a bit much. Because you're telling me, I really hope that's not what they consider 2 teaspoons worth, because in the picture they showed with Phoenix wearing it, that's a good size necklace. Which means the judge is putting 30% more than this bottle into his eye.
Which is not a good thing for your eyes, Your Honor.
Or maybe it is, because have you ever seen him with glasses?
No, we haven't, but still.
Perhaps whatever he's doing is working then.
I'm assuming it's this thing, so.
You were forced to get rid of the container in a hurry, weren't you? That's why you passed it on to someone that had nothing to do with the case. Someone that you knew wouldn't be searched.
Who is this person?
Mr. Phoenix Wright, of course.
The defendant was this witness's accomplice?
Shut up, Payne.
Of course not. She gave the poison to him, disguised as a present.
What? But that's...
That's a charming little necklace. Is this a little bottle? It's really quite cute.
It's not as small as you think, Your Honor.
So what about it? What does it mean, Miss Faye?
The day that the witness met and fell for Mr. Phoenix Wright was 8 months ago, August 27th, the very same day as the poisoning incident.
Like, look at that!
Under the pretense of love, the witness gave my client a present.
Look at the size of that!
Yeah, that is... Oh, God.
That is huge! If he has to put a half fluid ounce into his eye, and a half fluid ounce is 30% more than this, that is a lot of crap going into his eye. Like, holy shit!
The judge is...
There's no way.
The judge is Vasilians.
No way. No, there's just no way that bottle is 2 tablespoons. You know what? There's going to be a picture on screen that shows like what 2 tablespoons looks like. Maybe I'll be corrected, but there's no way that is 2 tablespoons worth of space there. If it is, the judge has issues.
Oh, yeah.
All for the purpose of hiding the one piece of evidence that will give her away.
Okay, that is quite the close-up, Mia.
Yeah, that's very close-up. Pass back down a bit. What? Are you saying there's a deadly poison in here?
Yes, Your Honor. Would you like a drink? If this doesn't work, then I'll just have to hire Shelley to kill her to get you. In a dark alleyway.
Who?
Probably.
No, there's no longer any poison in that bottle. However, I'm certain if the crime lab were to analyze it, they would find a trace amount.
Would they after 8 months?
Probably.
Depends on the poison.
Like, probably.
The things can break down, so I wonder if they could find trace amounts after such a time.
Yeah, I'm curious.
She's about to freak out, isn't she?
Oh, she's about to break.
No! Okay, she hasn't broken yet.
Order in the court.
I'm back! On behalf of Dolly, I object! You know, I kind of wish the judge would bring this case up to Phoenix every now and then.
Mr. Wright, control yourself.
I won't let you bully her like this.
Mr. Wright, I thought I told you to stay in your seat.
Mr. Wright, why? Why are you going through so much trouble to protect her?
Why? Because I'm madly in love with her. He really does share the same brain cell as me. Because I'll be honest, if I was madly in love with someone and love is blind, I'd probably act similar.
Madly in love. Haven't heard anyone say that in a long time.
Mr. Wright, have you ever thought about this? Why exactly would a woman like Dahlia Hawthorne want to date you anyway?
Oh, burn!
Fucking hell, Mia. Well, I guess she must be madly in love with me too.
Oh, come on, Phoenix. Mr. Wright, please, open your eyes.
Love is blind, Mia.
At this point in the trial, I think it should be obvious to everyone. The real reason that Dahlia Hawthorne is dating you is to keep you quiet. Oh, no, because of that necklace.
No, I think it's because of the necklace.
Yeah, because of that necklace. Dahlia Hawthorne is not madly in love with you. The only thing she's after is that bottle necklace you love to wear around your neck.
My necklace?
Back there in the waiting room, you said it yourself.
Yeah, but she's so shy. God, can't talk. Every time I see her, she always says the same thing to me. Please give it back now.
What a strange girl. Ask for breast back like that.
For Dahlia Hawthorne, that necklace is irrefutably evidence for her crime. That's why she absolutely had to get it back.
Oh, I know why she gave it to Phoenix. There was not an incinerator around.
Oh, yeah, if there was an incinerator, we all know it would have ended up there.
Yes, everything ends up in an incinerator. You're lying.
But you never gave it back to her. And to make things worse for her, you insisted on showing it to everyone you met. That's why she...
I don't believe you. No! That's a lie!
Yeah, you're right. The defendant, he's getting away. Bailiff, hurry, after him.
What the hell happened? I actually had my eyes closed myself, so I get to see what the hell happened.
Mia, are you all right?
What the hell did Phoenix do?
Yes, I think so.
That boy, he went completely insane.
Where's Mr. Wright?
Looks like the bailiff caught him, so he should be back soon enough.
Thank goodness.
Oh no, what is
it? The bottle necklace. Miss Hawthorne's present. It's gone.
What? That's terrible.
Mr. Wright must have grabbed it when we slammed into me.
Okay, at least we have proven Phoenix lifts even now.
Yeah, he's strong apparently. Foolish boy. That's the only thing that could have saved him. What in the blazes are we supposed to do now? Mr. Wright, this sort of behavior is unprecedented in the history of this court.
I'm sorry.
I'm afraid that your apology is not enough.
Mr. Wright, what did you do with the bottle necklace?
Forgive me. I'm sorry.
It's okay, just give back the necklace.
I ate it.
What?
What? What?
Phoenix, did you just eat?
How?
Did you eat a necklace made of metal and glass where there might be trace amounts of poison in?
No, he clearly didn't chew it. That means he swallowed it whole.
Jesus Christ.
That thing is huge.
Oh my God. Phoenix.
Dude.
I'm sorry to say this, but you're going to be constipated for a while. You what?
You ate it?
Wait, he did chew it?
Oh no!
What?
Oh,
Wait.
Oh no!
No, the necklace isn't in here.
Oh.
It was too big to swallow. So I had to chew into little bits first, but yeah. How did you chew it?
Oh my God, Phoenix, you idiot!
How did you do this? How are you bleeding? How are you talking?
Yeah, you would be bleeding.
It's glass!
You would be bleeding out of your mouth.
Ugh.
What? What is he doing now?
I don't know.
Your Honor, you've got to stop the trial. Mr. Wright, are you feeling okay? Does your stomach hurt? The bottle you swallowed may have had some poison left in it.
It seems the defendant has proven the prosecution's case for us. Clearly that bottle did not contain a deadly poison.
You're an idiot. A poison that can kill with 2 tablespoons means it's not going to kill with a small amount.
Yeah. How can you be so sure?
I think that's obvious. As you can see, the defendant is still very much alive.
This proves nothing.
As for the poison, more like a fledgling defense turn his overactive imagination. So it would seem.
No, there must have been some mistake.
You're all idiots!
The bottle must not have had any poison left in it.
Except trace them out.
Either that or the poison must have lost its potency.
Correct. At least me as the smart one here.
Like it has been 8 months.
Yeah, it's alright, rookie. Trusting your client is the most noble thing a defense attorney can do. It's heartwarming to see that you place this much faith in Mr. Wright.
He's such an idiot.
But that's how it is for us at the prosecution side too. For example, I would trust the witness, Miss Hoffman, with my very life.
That seems like a terrible idea.
Not just because she's pretty and ginger.
Look, she's a redhead, so I would trust her too.
Which is why I can't state that your assessment of her is completely wrong. That's enough. Unfortunately, Miss Fay, I cannot accept your explanation of the events.
But why?
This may be impossible for a beginner like you to understand. In the court of law, evidence is everything.
And after I prove so much, is he going to get away with everything?
Well, now that the suspicion surrounding Miss Hoffman has been cleared up, I would like to proceed with the trial.
Mr. Wright!
I'm sorry, Miss Fay. It totally slipped my mind. I'm really, really sorry. I know you believed in me, and I feel like I really let you down.
Mr. Wright, what are you trying to say?
There's something I forgot to tell you. I'm not sure how I'm talking right now since my mouth is bleeding.
What is it?
Also, Your Honor, I'm under oath, so I literally am not capable of lying. That day, the day I met Doug Swallow. It's music.
That girl, you shouldn't see anymore.
Hey, it's none of your business.
I'm telling you for your sake. You continue to see her, it's going to be bad news.
You're lying.
Just listen to me. There's something you need to know about that girl. Last night, someone stole some poison from our lab.
Poison? What? Who's she trying to poison this time?
That's a good question. The same thing happened 8 months ago. Drug sample was stolen. She came to the lab that time, too. Could only have been her. That girl is a thief.
Stop it! Don't talk about her like that. I'll kill you!
Is it true? Did he really say that?
That's ridiculous.
There's one more thing. After I pushed him that day, I got word and came back to have a look. And she was there. Dolly was right there. She was crouched down next to him.
What?
She told me not to ever tell anyone about it, but I'm sorry, Dolly. I know I'm madly in love with you and everything, but all this pain due to chewing that necklace, it's cleared my head. Seriously, dude. How?
Your Honor, the defendant is...
Miss Fay, you tell them. Dolly didn't do it. She's innocent.
Oh my... The Dahlia stole poison 8 months ago too, huh? Put that together with Mr. Wright's testimony, and there's only one possible conclusion. Defense believes that Miss Dahlia Hawthorne stole some poison on the night before she killed Doug Swallow.
But why?
The night before?
Naturally, her motive for stealing it was to kill someone.
Miss Fay. Wait, was she gonna kill Phoenix?
Oh my god, she might be right.
If you're so certain of your theory, then let me ask you this.
This is your last chance. Think carefully now. There's something that she desperately wanted to get back, therefore...
Exactly who was Miss Dahlia Hawthorne planning to kill?
Phoenix
Mr. Grossberg.
Phoenix Wright. There was one person that was standing squarely in Miss Dahlia Hawthorne's way, and that person was Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Me?
That's preposterous. After all, it was Doug Swallow that was murdered.
Well, it's true that that's how things worked out, but let's remember what Mr. Swallow died of execution, not poison. The person that Miss Hawthorne was planning to poison was, in fact, you, Phoenix Wright. There's no one else that it could be.
But how could it be? I thought Mr. Wright and Miss Hawthorne were in love.
Poor Mr. Wright. This must be killing him.
This is what's killing him, not the glass that he swallowed?
Yeah, I know, right?
Hang in there. I'll bring her to justice. I swear it. As I said before, the only thing Miss Hawthorne truly cared about was the one piece of evidence linking her to that incident 8 months ago. That's right. Bottleneck. Not a bottle necklace. That's all she cared about.
Even so, why would she go so far as to murder him?
8 months ago, just after the fall of that attorney in the basement cafeteria. Dahlia Hoffman could think of only one thing. How to get rid of that bottle necklace as quickly as possible.
No. It can't be.
It was a pretty good move she made, too. The evidence was missing for a long time, but there was just one big problem. Although she got him to hide the evidence, Mr. Wright refused to return it to her. For him, the tiny little bottle was a cherished treasure. He even showed it to everyone he met.
You mean that's why she tried to kill Mr. Wright?
Correct, Your Honor. It was to retrieve that piece of evidence.
That can't be true! Feeny, what a joke you are.
Oh no. Oh, now we have her real persona.
Honestly, how can any woman ever count on you for anything? I even told you time and time again to keep your trap shut about me and that necklace. You disgust me.
Miss Hoffman?
It appears to be nearing the end of this trial.
She's actually not freaking out like most do. I love it.
Yes, he's actually quite professional.
Fine. I can tell you plan on making me into a criminal no matter what I say.
You are a criminal, Miss Hoffman.
We'll see about that. But first, where's your evidence? It seems your sniveling little crybaby of a client has eaten the bottle as a snack.
Hey,
old man. Are you senile or something? He is, probably. Why don't you say something instead of sitting there with that dumb look on your face?
Miss Hoffman, what's happened to you?
Are you really that shocked? Or do you prefer me? This way, Mr. Judge. With absolutely no proof, you treat a voluntary witness like she's a mass murderer. Well, I have nothing more to say. I'll be heading home now if you don't mind.
But we're not finished.
Fine. Then ask this nasty old hag to finish up already.
Can I take it away this time?
Stop, Mia. If you keep on pushing without any evidence, you could pay the ultimate price as a lawyer.
The ultimate price?
But she doesn't.
You'll be forced to take off your attorney's badge forever, I'm afraid.
No.
You'd better think it over carefully, Miss Fay. Or should I say, Miss Gray?
Well, Miss Fay, to provide evidence that would establish her guilt once and for all.
I mess up here. My career as a lawyer is over.
We don't want that to happen.
Oh yeah, that would screw up the timeline.
Yeah.
But to be honest, at this point, I don't have any evidence that's well-founded. Even so, I'd rather lose my attorney's badge than get away with murder. Your Honor, the defense would like to present proof.
Impossible! You can't possibly!
Stupid woman!
It is the opinion of the court that there has already been enough discussion, or I will allow only one piece of evidence to be presented.
Just one?
You're unable to establish her guilt, and I'm afraid that a very harsh verdict will immediately be handed down on Mr. Wright.
I understand, Your Honor.
I can just imagine the headlines for tomorrow's newspaper. Up-and-coming lawyer plummets to earth before she gets the chance to soar.
Planning to poison Mr. Wright. If that's the case, then the poison's probably in there. I know
where.
In the bottle of X called X.
Well then, Miss Fay, please present your evidence. Show to the court the irrefutable proof that Miss Hoffman was planning to poison Mr. Wright.
So you're saying it's this?
Yes. Cold Killer X.
Are you sure?
Yes, because
the timeline will be destroyed if you get this wrong.
It was found in the hand of the victim, and it is Phoenix's bottle.
Alright, and we shall present this. I can't save, so.
Here it is, Your Honor. The evidence that will prove her guilt once and for all.
Cold Killer X. Phoenix Wright's beloved cold medicine. Does our rookie defense attorney have a bit of a cold?
If I did, I still would take this cold medicine. After all, it's been poisoned.
What?
And what the defendant said in his testimony.
But I lost my bottle of it around lunchtime on the day of the accident. I always eat with Dolly, just the two of us.
She was the one who took his bottle of Cold Killer X. Then she poisoned it, knowing that Mr. Wright was going to take some.
Now you're really grasping at straws. After all, it was the victim, Doc Swallow, that was holding the medicine.
I would like the court to recall the crime that happened here 8 months ago. Where did Miss Hoffman hide the evidence?
Huh? What are you talking about?
8 months ago, the poison was hidden in her bottle necklace, which she then gave to someone else for safekeeping. Someone she had accidentally run into in the reading room. My client, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Yes, that's right. He did the same thing this time as well. After shoving the victim, Mr. Phoenix Wright left the scene of the crime. That is when a murderer, Dahlia Hawthorne, appeared. With her, she was carrying the poisoned bottle of Cold Killer X. This, of course, was so she could carry out her plan to murder Mr. Wright.
I believe she did testify that she was going to meet with the defendants.
Yes, and she heard and saw everything that happened at the scene of the crime, including what the defendant and the victim were arguing about. The caught electrical cable. That's when she realized, I can't allow Doc Swallow to live. She used the severed electrical cables to silence him forever. Unfortunately for her, that is when the problem occurred. Mr. Wright, who she thought had left the scene, came back to check on the victim. And on top of that, because of the power outage, some students showed up as well. It's hardly any wonder that she was, and she put it, in a state of panic. Recall that she was carrying that bottle of poisoned cold medicine. She must have thought, what if they searched me like they did 8 months ago?
8 months ago?
Yes, she disposed of the evidence exactly the same way she did back then. She had someone else hold it. In this case, Doc Swallow.
Damn. Oh, come on now, everyone. Surely you aren't fooled, are you? This stupid woman. She's nothing but a filthy, stinking liar. Right, Mr. Prosecutor?
Yes, that's exactly right. It's just pure desperation.
I wonder which one of us is the desperate one. So, Miss Hawthorne, here's cold medicine. I wonder if you wouldn't mind taking some. Well, Mr. Wright ate that necklace of yours, right? Now it's your turn to prove your innocence. What do you say? If I'm just a filthy, stinking liar, then there's no need to worry. So come on, show us. I need you to take some of this medicine right now.
Mia Fey! Mia Fey!
Oh, God.
Did she just incinerate the butterflies?
Yes.
Do you think you've won? Well, do you, Mia Fey? God, she's a demon.
Yeah.
That's just fine. For the time being. Victory is yours.
For the time being?
Well, I have a very long memory, you know. You and I will meet again. I'm certain of it.
Uh-huh.
Well then, Mr. Judge, I'll see you later, too. Okay?
Huh? Why, yes?
I'm going to go spend a little quality time with the men in blue now. I wish you all the best.
She's returning at some point.
Butterflies that I incinerated.
She's returning at some point, isn't she? Oh, it's finally all over.
I refuse to accept this. The defense hasn't shown a scrap of evidence to support this outrageous claim. But even so, your witness seems to have accepted it. I don't care. I am Winston Payne, and I don't believe one word that this rookie lawyer has said.
Well then, Mr. Payne, let me ask you this.
Are you willing to take this cold medicine?
Yes.
Would you care to try this cold medicine?
What?
Just a little earlier, I could have sworn you said...
There, it's all right, rookie. For example, I would trust a witness, Miss Hawthorne, with my very life.
So if she's so trustworthy, then I'm sure there couldn't possibly be any poison here, right?
You see, yes.
And here comes the backpedal. Come on now, rookie killer. Show this rookie how it's done. How much trust do you really have for this woman? Are you willing to bet your life?
Does his hair get ripped out yet?
It's flying off my beautiful hair. No.
His hair! How did that happen? Yes, just what we all wanted, the origin of Mr. Payne's hair.
Mr. Payne? About Miss Dahlia Hawthorne? Yes, Your Honor. The file papers for her immediate arrest. Tragic. Not surprising. And there was something suspicious about her from the very beginning.
Really?
Uh-huh. Yeah, sure.
With how you simmed over her? Don't lie. Just admit you were wrong.
By the way, Miss Fey.
Yes, Your Honor?
Was it just me, or did you and Miss often seem to know each other?
Your Honor? Whatever we did or not has no bearing on this case.
Very well. Mr. Payne? This can't be happening. It's a nightmare. It's like I'm losing my daughter. It's like losing my daughter.
Wait, he has a daughter?
No, it's like losing to my daughter.
Oh, okay. But it doesn't mean he has a daughter.
So, good for him, I guess, right?
I mean, he's old enough to where Mia could be his daughter.
That is true.
So it could just be a saying, or he could legitimately have a daughter.
It would not surprise. It would not surprise me if he had a daughter. Like, let's be fair. Like,
headcanon, he has a daughter, and her name is I'm terrible with names, so I don't know. Something Payne.
Obviously, it appears Mr. Payne has lost his spirit along with his hair.
His poor hair.
Does the defendant have anything further to say?
I'll take my not guilty now, Your Honor. It can't be true. My dear darling.
Very well done. I believe I am ready to pass judgment and bring this trial to an end. Court finds the defendant, Phoenix Wright, not guilty.
Hell yeah. Who's doing the confetti?
This court is adjourned.
No, seriously, who did the confetti?
No idea. April 11th, 3:16 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 3. Yeah, you were wonderful in there. Thank you for everything, Mr. Grossberg. During the verdict, I thought my hemorrhoids were going to explode like Mount Vesuvius.
Fucking hell! And his stupid hemorrhoids!
Mr. Grossberg, do you maybe think you could stop talking about them?
Mia, you could have said this at the beginning.
That's rather rude. Anyway, this case really made me think. What does it really mean to have a relationship of mutual trust with the client? Perhaps it is we veteran lawyers who have lost sight of this.
You certainly did in the future.
Oh, Mr. Wright. Congratulations.
Yeah, you're gonna need a lot of dental work.
And a lot of money.
And also, you should probably go to the hospital.
Yeah. And also a lot of money to pay off these lawyer fees.
Yeah, thanks. You know, I was thinking.
Go on.
The dolly that I saw up there on the witness stand. I don't think that was really her.
What?
Yeah, the dolly I know could never have said those kind of terrible things. Maybe she was like, I don't know, a fake or something?
Phoenix. Boy, this poor kid still hasn't got a clue. You need to forget about her, Miss Wright, for your own sake.
Yeah, you're right. That's probably for the best.
Also, you need to relax a bit more. Try to grow up a little.
But out of all my friends, everyone says I'm the most grown up.
Really?
Which I mean,
that's true.
He's friends with Larry Butts, dude.
That is true. That is very true, actually, thinking about it. What kind of company does this guy keep?
Which means, thinking about it, is he friends with Edgeworth right now?
Well, I don't think at this point.
Well, it depends on when they met each other again in court, right?
That's true, yeah. And they also knew each other from school.
So, that means that he only hangs around with immature people.
Oh, God.
Which is hilarious to think about.
Oh, no.
Right now, I'm studying to become a lawyer myself.
I thought you were an arts major.
On the side. I'm doing artsy stuff right now.
That's what you keep saying, but I thought you were in the art department.
The art of the lie. Well, yeah, I am. But there's a friend I desperately want to help. And if I hurry, then I should be able to save him in time.
I see.
Say, Miss Faye, a lawyer is someone who can help people when they're in trouble, right?
Mr. Wright, I'm still new at this myself.
Yeah, well, you're a goddess at lawyering in the future, so it's fine.
But I think that's exactly what a lawyer is.
Okay, I'm going to do it. I'll study my butt off. I'll become a lawyer for sure. I hope. I hope we see each other again someday. Maybe even in court.
Perhaps.
We're both on the same side, though, so no.
Perhaps one day.
Not in that way, at least. It's been 5 years since I was acquitted of all charges. And now I'm under trial again. And this Mia can't save me. I became a lawyer like I planned. And managed to save my friend. But Mia had passed on to a better place.
And she died a little.
She keeps being resurrected by Pearl or Maya.
True, so. But she died too early, in my opinion. Poor lady.
Oh, yeah. For me, this child brings up a lot of painful memories. But it also brings up some very precious ones. And memories that I thought would never rise to the surface again. Mia is gone now. But even so, I can hear her in my mind.
Phoenix, no matter what, always believe in your client. She did change her hair.
I'm so glad she changed her hairstyle. Why she changed her outfit too is beyond me. I think her original outfit was better.
I actually quite like her younger version. How she looks as a younger woman, actually.
Okay, I like the outfit of the younger one, but I hate the hair of the younger one.
In court of law, your greatest weapon is your belief.
5 long years. That is how long it took Mia to go from pursuit to fan service. No, seriously, that is literally what happened.
Yeah, that is very much fan service, not gonna lie.
I mean, even her original was a bit of fan service, but it wasn't as insane.
Oh, yeah.
wasn't as obvious.
Yeah.
Something has happened that's made me think back to her words of wisdom. But that is a story for another day. Maya's involved, isn't she? Episode 1, Turnabout Memories. The end.
The end.